I'd like you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and then go into your amazing story. It certainly has inspired many of us to just, open up our mouths and start sharing because there's people like you who have been hurting for many, many years. And this has transformed your life. You've literally got your life back. And it lights me up every time I hear about your story. So, everyone, please welcome our guest and now a leader in our group, Miss Lanu from Oahu.
Thank you, Remy. I'm still here in Las Vegas. I leave on Tuesday. Been here for a month and took a side trip to California to Disney with the family. And I actually sold, uh, I call it a wand to our Disney housekeeper because she was suffering from, what is that called? Uh, your foot. Anyways, her foot was so sore and she was on it all day. And she called me the other day and she let me know that she hasn't taken pain pills for 2 days. My story is that I've suffered from neuropathy for, geez, it's been over 10 years uh, plus, and also on pain pills for that amount of time, because anybody who has had neuropathy and diabetes knows that neuropathy it's beyond sore. It's just so painful. And it was Henry who introduced it to my sister, who introduced it to me, and I've used it for, maybe it's been about five weeks, I think. But within days, I could actually feel my feet. In other words, where when I would stand, it felt like I was standing on stilts. That's all I could feel. So, or peg legs, that's what I would liken it to. And my husband is a pastor, and I would go to church, but he would have to, help me get to my seat, and I couldn't stand up and worship because I felt so just not balanced. I just couldn't stand. And so I ended up, I would just stay home. And I did stay home all through COVID, everything, pretty much because of it. And then to be able to feel my feet, to be able to stand and not uh, panic, to hold on to something. That's what I've been through. And the what happened recently is when you're a diabetic and you have any kind of sore on your leg, it will take months. In fact, I have a toe. I lost a toe years ago in 2013. So I always say I'm a 9-toe warrior. And but anyways, my other toe, baby toe, uh, it's been over a year that it hasn't healed. And what happened about week and a half ago, I noticed there was a blister on my left leg, which normally would strike fear in me, because what that would mean is I would have to go to wound care, and it would be months where they would literally scrape the wound to try to coax it to scab up. And I thought, no, I'm going to put a bandage over it and I'm going to start wanding it, which I did. And it scabbed up. I couldn't believe it. And I've been working on my toe, that I plan to go back and go to the podiatrist and have him flip out at my toe. That it's better. So those are the things that I've seen in me. And because I heard, I was at a wand party. I call it a wand party, and I heard that there was this man, a diabetic, who didn't wand his body, but wanded his water, and in 5 months, his A1C went from 10.5 to 6. So I started drinking wanded water throughout the day. And that is my story, Remy.
Lanu, one of the most powerful things you said on the last visit was about going to your vacation here and finding yourself in an Airbnb that had stairs.
Yes.
And any other time of your life, you would not have been able to climb those stairs, huh?
Yeah. I mean, at home, I stay upstairs because I know how many steps we have at home, 15. And these are even steeper. And there's two landings. And I said, I'll never complain about steps. But it really is, I can't believe what's going on. And this is, I think that's why I feel so strong about it. And just seeing other people like my own family, they're starting, like my husband, because he had the vaccine. He never told me till I got the one just how bad his leg was. So I've been using it on him and then my daughter. So it is just such a blessing.
Wow, Lanu. And then now for you to be able to tell your story and share this out with others, now you're seeing transformation in other people's lives.
Yes.
I'm sure there are other questions from those of us in the crowd. So please, this is your opportunity to chat with Lanu. Wow,
Everybody's shy.
I don't have a
We're just so
question.
blessed.
I
Just
don't
so
have a
blessed that you're here with us and sharing your testimonials.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Eileen and Auli'i and Irma. I feel like I've met so many neat people and just that we're a family, you know, that we've been blessed with this gift, you know. So
yes.
Thank you.
And I want to encourage everyone to really hear what you heard about Lanu going to a wand party. I love the concept. And that is really what lit me up because it's something social but serious at the same time. And you had everyone in the group have a wand to actually try that day, right? I believe. And I think that makes a difference when people can actually hold it in their hand and turn it on and feel what it feels like
They all bought.
firsthand. Of course,
They all
Lanu, when
ended
they
up
saw
buying.
you, your results.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
Oh,
Good to see you. Hello.
oh, I'm not sure. It's a little background, but anyway, we have Lanu on the call, everybody. So please feel free to type in the chat or just come off mute. And this is a chance to dialogue. If you don't know what neuropathy is, or if you want to ask any questions regarding even some of the elements of what Lanu has experienced, this might help you to identify someone in your life that you need to share.
Remy, one last thing. I forgot about this. So when you have neuropathy, they tell you that it's you can't reverse it. Your nerves die. That's it. And the reason why diabetics have amputations is because of your nerves are dead. Right. And my skin on my feet and my lower legs were turning. First it freckled, then it turned as the years went on, it turned dark. And one of my prayers, I really, honestly, it was about, I think it was about 4 months ago, I cried out to God and I asked the Lord, please don't let my legs go, and please heal me or show me the cure. And what I've seen since using this device is all the color is getting lighter where it was so dark. And then my skin, my white skin is showing through all over my legs. It's like it's come back to life.
Wow.
I forgot about that. Yes, that's a big deal.
Wow, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways.
You know, I think sometimes we buy into what our medical professionals are telling us and we give up hope.
Yes.
And it's in all areas of healthcare, you know, whether it's dealing with your teeth or
Yes.
a disease of some sort. And we can put with the wand, we're allowing our bodies to heal itself. So that is a big distinction, right? Because we're so often thinking, oh, this wand is what's healing me. Oh my goodness. No, it's the miraculousness of the human body, of course, God willing. Whew, okay. Wow, that's powerful. Many of you on this call have expressed interest in, well, oh, how do I share this? And if I were to refer someone who did purchase, how would I benefit from that? And Auli'i shared with me this week some slides that I put in the Telegram channel. And Auli'i, I'd love for you to maybe go through those, maybe not all of them, but the ones that would be most relevant so they understand what kind of benefit it would be to them if they were able to share that out. So we can do that. And we have Miss Eileen on the call here. For those of you who have not met her, she is the stockist here in Nevada. And we would not be on this call if we had not met Eileen in some way. And I'm going to just invite her to say hello and tell us a little bit about her background, and then go into some product knowledge from there, unless there's others who can share some feedback. We'd love that. I know Lanu's story is big, but every story is important.
Trini, what do you want me to share?
Well, I'm going to pull up those slides that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And but while we're waiting, I'm going to have anyone come. I know that your guests probably just arrived, huh, Eileen?
Yeah.
Are you still able to chat with us?
Yeah. Yes, no problem.
Okay.
You're my priority.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'll just zip through these as you go.
Yes. Okay. Praise God. You know, what we have right now, our Iteracare device, is a very precious one. It's a precious and it's God's one. Okay. Can you imagine? Just visualize Hippocrates on the 25th century, a Greek father of medicine, once told, and I quote, if you can hit the bones, then all diseases are healed. That was Mr. Hippocrates. And then we have Mr. Albert Einstein in the 1950s to 1980s, okay? What did he said? That we are all about energy and that the future of medicine is the medicine of frequencies. Right now, in your hands, we have what we call the Iteracare device that emits thermal hot air and at the same time terahertz frequency. That system is moxibustion. Okay? If you will realize, we have already decoded the secret of forever young and healthy. Praise God, right? So, can we move forward? Your Iteracare right now is a special one, and we are the only one distributing that all over the world. Your opportunity to share with your loved ones, with everyone there in you. Wow, this one is so special. Next slide, please. Well, we have the features of our Iteracare. By the way, what is the terahertz frequency? A terahertz frequency, if you will notice in that picture, is the one with the yellow, which says terahertz. It is between microwave frequency and infrared frequency. That is showing that it is not visible to the eyes, but it is also not visible to the eyes, but it is in a frequency mode. It is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. And this was only discovered in 1980 by an American scientist. What does terahertz do? Well, the terahertz frequency, if you blow our body are made up of organs, are made up of cells, and the cell is the building block of our body. The function of the cell is to repair. The function of the cell is to give us the energy. That's why we have the mitochondria in there. And this energy, when it is terahertz blown into our body, into our cell, the first thing it does is activation. Okay, it activates and repair the cells. It rapidly terahertz resonates the same frequency as normal cell. So the energy derived from the terahertz frequency is the same normal energy found in the human cell. That's why when it's activated, it regulates the body temperature, it improves the immunity system, and activating weak and inactive cell. Can you imagine? We have already a technology that is like a battery or a charger into our body. The second feature is that it can identify identification. It can identify the good cell, the active cell, the dormant cell, and the unhealthy cell. And once it identifies the unhealthy cell, it I would say liquefy through heat, and then it is detoxified. It strengthens the healthy cells, repair damaged cells, and thus expelling liquefy unhealthy cells. It unblocks passages, vessels, and also detoxify. So when you have pain, most likely you have a blockage in your veins or in your arteries. And when we terahertz charge that vein area, it softens. At the same time, it is energized, and the cell in that area starts to repair. That's why it is very important that you understand how it activates and how it identifies. And of course, the penetration, because it's a frequency, it can penetrate to the bones, okay? 30 centimeter or 1 foot penetration to the bones. And it will penetrate, okay? So when it penetrates even to the blood vessels, even to the tissue, even to the organ, and starts the energy. Plus, wait, it is safe to use. Why? Because it is an anti-radiation device. It prevents you from harmful radiation affecting your body. And we have tests, safety tests, activation tests. All of these tests are done by the Beijing Review Institute of Chemical Technology from 2008 to 2015. And in 2015, they have received the patent for this device. Okay, so this device is safe, certified, and patented. And of course, it is user-friendly. User-friendly. As in, even children can know how to use it. And you just have to hold it. Okay, some are very lazy, but when you use it, and you found relief and improvement in what you're using, I tell you, you will not part with it. It will always be next to you in bed, in your luggage, everywhere you go. Okay? Of course, the 8 steps to better health, it's eliminating unhealthy cells. I have shared that with you already. It activates inert cells or dormant cells. I have shared that also with you. It increases self healing. This one is very important. It is not the device that heals, it is the body that heals our body. So it is the wisdom of the Lord, God's given gift. The body heals itself. And of course, it clears the meridians and the lymph. You know, the lymphatic system, they are the one, that's our waste basket. So when we have the power, the lymphatic is strong, energized, then it starts to detoxify our body, especially cancer cells, dead cells, unhealthy cells, right? So that's what it works on the lymph. And of course, it improves microcirculation. Okay? So if you're having problem with your blood pressure, you know, or cholesterol or triglycerides, this one, with this and the water, it improves microcirculation. It really do help 600 times. Okay? And it regulates the glands. The glands is very important because it protects our organs. Okay, so we will share more of the glands, but yes, it removes water retention. So if you have fat molecules in your body, this one through the device, it can reduce and remove fat molecules, especially water retentions. Okay, we are advised by our Oriental friends, the Chinese, that you don't need to drink cold water. We prefer hot water for you or lukewarm water because it will not stack us or increase our fat molecules. Okay, and number 8, we have circulation. Cleanse the blood impurities, cleanse inner body, promote blood circulation, and removing clots. Plus, it softens blood vessels and arteries and the lumps. Okay? So they are the benefits. It's not recommended for pregnant women. It's not recommended for women who has menstruation. And also if you have implants, okay, whether it's in the eyes, in your teeth, in your mouth, or on your heart, okay. It's not also recommended if you have um objects implanted and also fracture or open wound, because you can blow in the other parts of your body but not on the open area, okay, and also when it is bleeding. Now this one is our protocol. If you will see, we recommend that you charge the water, drink 2 glasses of warm water, and then before and after, and then you blow at least. For me, I would recommend 3 to 5 minutes in each area: the palms, the sole of the foot, the knee, the groin, the the armpit, the lips, the nape. The nape is the one for the face, okay? And then the head. What if you have high blood pressure? Don't put it on top, just on the side. And then the butt and the back. Okay, this is every at least 20 minutes every day. And if you like it, morning and evening. Okay, before you go to bed. Because when you go to bed, oh my God, the best sleep you will ever experience is when you use our Iteracare device. Okay? Okay, Miss Remy? Was I complete with it? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Lanu. Okay. I love you, Remy, and I love
Thank you, Miss Eileen. Thank you
okay.
for
I
doing
think
that
yes.
overview for us real
Oh,
quick.
I
I
have
know that you
I
all must have questions, and you can put them in the chat. I'm going to ask Ali.
wait first, Miss
To,
Remy. I have Miss Ferdy Pena there right
oh, she's
now,
here.
and she's a diabetic patient.
Oh,
Okay,
great. Could
or
we
maybe
hear
we
from
can
her?
welcome him.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead, please. Welcome.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi. How's
Yes,
everybody?
that's
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah. So my name is Ferdy, and I'm from currently from LA, but I've been living in Colorado for the past 10 years. So I was in Colorado when I discovered Iteracare. Somebody offered me from the Philippines, and I didn't pay attention to it because that time there was no testimonials yet, so it's not yet proven. And then just January of this year, my mentor and my boss, Miss Julie, so she has a very difficult situation. She lost her sense of taste, her sense of smell. She lost most of her hair, and then she told me about it that she's gonna try the Iteracare, and then she was just doing the water, energizing the water every day. And then, to my amazement, after 3 months, her hair grew so thick already. And then her sense of taste, her sense of smell came back. And so I was amazed. And then I saw online that there were so many people that have already been helped with their medical conditions. And I myself, I was diagnosed 2 years ago as type 2 diabetes. Imagine, I've been taking seven supplements every day, and it didn't help me. I still got diabetes. So, uh, and then, so I did, I did the business, and then one of my distributors, he's Chinese, and he has a bump on his hand, and then he did the water for almost 2 weeks. And to his amazement, the bump went away. And that bump has been there since he was a teenager. So imagine, the Iteracare helped him a lot. And also, one of my distributor, he has colon cancer. And then due to chemotherapy, his kidney was damaged. And then his nephrologist told him, "Oh, your kidney is damaged already, and we cannot do anything about it. We can just manage it." That was last year. Now he went back to that nephrologist about 2 months ago, and he did some lab tests. And to his surprise, and the nephrologist was surprised too. And then, sorry, I'm driving right now. So uh, his nephrologist said, "Oh, your kidney looks so good. What did you do?" So he told me, Ferdy, when I heard that, he told me it was music to my ears. Because he told me last year that we cannot cure, or we cannot improve his kidney. And then suddenly he told my distributor that his kidney is doing okay now. And another distributor, uh, he heard that Iteracare can bring back the black hair on her hair, because there's so many testimonials about gray hair and then black hair coming back. So she tried that, and then what she did, she's doing the protocol, she's doing the water every day, and she's putting the Iteracare on top of her head at the back. And because the Iteracare penetrates, uh, it it affected her eyes. So her purpose was for the hair, and then her eyes got cured. Before, he cannot see that much without contact lens. Now he doesn't need the contact lens anymore because her eyes was clear already. Is clear already. So, and then, so I was inspired with what happened to them. So what I did, I religiously uh, drink the terahertz water every day, at least 3 times a day, as much as I can. And then, because I was applying for insurance. That's why I need to lower down my A1C. Otherwise, I won't be approved.
Yeah.
So to my amazement, after a week or two, I saw my lab results. My A1C, it was 10.7 before. Now it's down to 6.2. And then my triglyceride was 800 before. Now it's down to 157. And then my cholesterol was around 400 plus. Now it's down to 200 plus. So
Wow.
imagine, that really made me believe so much in the Iteracare device. And also, I saw another testimonial from my distributors. What they did is they drink a lot of terahertz water. They had a lot of detox happening in their body. Their perspiration is different. It's more, and then their farting, the smell of their fart is really gross. And then they're pooping a lot. And then the Chinese guy told me, I'm eating less, but I'm pooping a lot. What's happening? So I told him that's your body's detoxifying. So there's so many particles or food particles that are stuck in our colon.
Yes.
And the Iteracare is uh, trying to extract that from your colon. It's
Wow.
helping you really improve your digestive system. So I advise everybody to buy the stand because the stand really helps you. Because if you're gonna hold the Iteracare device, charging the water, you won't last that long in energizing it. So I suggest to everybody that you buy the stand from Amazon. It's like a hair blower holder, and in that way you can just set it up and then forget about it and then come back after 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Because for me, the best time to charge your water, I mean, the best number of minutes is 5 minutes. It really works for me for 5 minutes. And same thing with my distributors. Five
Nice.
minutes is better. Yeah. So I suggest guys, you use Iteracare religiously because it will really give you a lot of benefits health wise,
Mhm.
and it can also prolong your life at the same time.
Mhm.
And we can also help a lot of people improve their medical condition. Because
Mhm.
right now, I'm a medical representative. I'm a med rep in the Philippines, so I know pharmaceutical business is
Mhm.
really business. No, there's no more caring for the health of the patients anymore.
Mhm.
It's really business.
Yep.
Everything is business.
Mhm.
So with that, thank you, Tita, for letting me share my
Oh,
testimony. Yeah. So I hope everybody got some input.
great
Thank
job.
you
Yeah.
very
Thank you.
much. No, it
Wow.
is so
Thank,
important that what you share, the inspiration you get, and the improvement that you get. Thank you, Mr. Ferdy Pena. Thank you so
welcome,
much.
Tita. Welcome.
God
Oh,
bless you.
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah. Thank you. God bless you. God bless everybody.
Thank
Powerful.
you.
Powerful. That's why we come here every week. So we can hear these stories and to be re-energized literally about doing it because it's a practice, right? And we get lazy and we lose sight of why it's so important to be consistent. And right after the Zoom, I'm going to go in and warn my dad. My dad has Parkinson's and suffers from constipation, and I'm trying to find natural ways for him to be able to eliminate without using the commercial Western medicine things that the doctor's giving him. So yes, there you have it. Any question? Oh, go ahead, Miss Eileen. Go ahead. We can't hear you. Please say that again.
I'll excuse myself. Love you very much, and I
Thank
thank you.
you.
I'll see you next week.
All right. Bye-bye now. Enjoy your
Bye.
family.
Okay.
Well, fantastic, everybody. We like to wrap up before the top of the hour. And Ali, I wanted to just defer to you. Would you say a few words about when maybe we could get together to learn more about the compensation plan? What are your thoughts?
Hi, yes. I actually have one scheduled this Friday at 4 p.m.
Good.
Vegas time.
Okay.
To go over the basics again. This individual too is interested in stockist. But Friday at 4 p.m. as of right now is when oh actually he's in Japan. This guy's gonna be Lanu's brother.
Oh,
Lanu's brother in Japan, and then and another couple people in Alaska.
oh my, how exciting. Very exciting. Okay, well, everyone, yeah, plug in. That's the main thing. Just let us know that you are hungry for information. As I mentioned in the Telegram channel, I did put those slides in there, and we have video of people explaining the business plan, so we can definitely answer your questions there. So we will resume next week. And are there any suggestions on the topic of the week for next Wednesday? And then you all can help me go look for testimonials and stories from people that can come to our call and share. What would you like to hear about? We haven't done skin disorders. That's a
vitiligo or psoriasis.
Yes, eczema, varicose veins, people, even beauty. So many pictures of faces of people who are wanted themselves. So how about we do that? Next Wednesday, we focus on the skin. All right. And so if you find in your travels in the week of something you read about or you hear about, would you please tag that clip and let's share it out so that we can learn a little bit about how to heal our skin disorders next Wednesday. All right. And thank you so much, everybody. Any other final comments before we close up before the end of
this was awesome and totally enjoyed it. Diabetes and neuropathy kind of thing is what a lot of our Polynesians, myself, have that issue. So this was very enlightening. I'm glad Fergie was there to come on. That was the fellow we talked about that Lanu shared earlier about how his blood count, dropped from 10 to 6. I mean, that was amazing. That is so enlightening for me, for all of us with that diabetes. But anyway, thank you, Remy. That was awesome.
Thank you, Auntie. It's sharing these stories that spurs us on. My cousin Dory wanted to be on this call, and she's been having swelling in her ankles. I'm sure she wouldn't mind me sharing. So she directed her one on her ankles and called me the next morning, and she said, Remy, I can see my bones, like my ankle bones. And that was inspired because of Henry George's share last week, telling us how he would have like a ping pong ball indentation. His legs were so, retaining water. They felt like tomatoes. Remember, he said that. And to see his legs, ankles today is just miraculous. So go out and keep your eyes and ears open, everybody. People will cross our paths who need to hear about the Iteracare one.
Yes, and I wanted to say, Remy, my dad's been pulling himself up for the past week.
What?
Out of the bed where we don't have to throw his legs down for his body to follow.
That's amazing.
He pulls himself up with the bar and scoots to the end of the bed. And so hoping and praying to walk by Christmas. That's what I keep putting over him.
Oh my goodness. Ali's dad had a stroke several years ago. And again, he has his right side affected. So congratulations. Tell Uncle Joe, keep it up. Keep it up.
Yes.
That's awesome. I'm so excited. All right, everybody. Thank you again for coming and supporting our call. We'll see you next Wednesday, 1 o'clock in Las Vegas live at the Maryland Parkway office or here on Zoom at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Lanu, thank you again for being our guest tonight.